We're rolling. I'm as dumb as a monkey, or I'm as smart as one, because I'm a human being, and this new research is pointing out that the same brain structures are happening inside the male, female, and human brain as there are monkeys. So why then are we so dumb? I mean, we're actually smoking. Why do we make silly decisions? Let's have a look inside and see. So according to this particular researcher, a guy called Dr. Christian Gervais, he said that, quote unquote, we find no evidence that frontal cortex maturation is unusually extended in humans. What the heck does that mean? Well, it means that maturation is maturing, right? Developing, but the frontal cortex is part of the brain here. The executive summary, think of a company, the executive people, the CEO and the presidents, these guys, these are the ones that make decisions. That's what our maturing or developing brain can do. This is what education is supposed to do for us. And so if that's the case, then why do we make silly and even stupid decisions in life? Why do we have such a unsophisticated world, even though we think that we are sophisticated? Why do we actually have to do things that corrupt us and make our lives misery and others toxic as well? Well, it's because we have a limited belief. It's about how we are using our brains. Look at our monkeys. Our monkeys are quite smart if you think about it. They say it's a dog's life, but really it's a monkey's life too. Because these primates and others like these have the exact same anatomical brain, or very similar anatomical brain. We're now learning from this. So if that's the case, then why are we not actually figuring it out? If we can stand up on all fours and we can communicate verbally, and we can have all these diverse things like computers and technologies, that brilliant camera in front of me, whatever device that you're watching it on, this has been designed by human brains. So there are lots of people out there that are making money of technology. They're making money of other things that we as human beings purchase, but we don't actually need, because it's on purchasing power. Consumers like me, like you, actually spend billions, multi-billions every year on things that we don't need. We want. But why do we want them? We want them because we have limiting beliefs. We think that we need them, but in reality, we're being persuaded. Now, don't get me started on that. That's advertising, that's marketing, and so on. But it's also our limitations within ourselves. So we are actually requiring ourselves to learn and perceive and communicate information better in order to then change the way we do things in our world, to make things better for ourselves. So it's up to us. Our brains are as structurally sound as our friend the primates, the monkeys. Now, if these monkeys love being outside and just chilling out, relaxing, having the fun, they like just climbing and exercising, if they like eating with their friends and just giggling, if they like going inside and resting, why can't we just do that too? Why do we have to have all these other complications? Now, sure, isn't it brilliant? We can travel, we can go to a different country, we can learn and read and do all these wonderful things with technology. We can help prolong life and cure diseases. These are fantastic things, which means that we have more intelligence and capability of doing things better than primates. Why do we have the limitations? There's no need for it. In your life, there's absolutely no need whatsoever to be limited by your relationship. There's no need whatsoever to be limited by the people that are influencing you. There's no need whatsoever to be smoking, taking drugs, or excess alcohol. If these things are harming you, why are you doing it? The book stops with you. You're the one that can actually change this. You're the one that can actually use your anatomical brain, which is just as good as a monkey's. As good as a monkey's, but the monkeys are dumb, you think. They're not. They're the ones that are chilling out. They're the ones that aren't working. They're the ones that are not worried about money. They're the ones that are not actually having to be bothered about fashion or style or wearing such clothes that should help them attract a mate. They have mates. They're the ones that are not actually divorcing. They're the ones that are not committing crimes. They're the ones that are not actually depressed. Human beings have the capabilities for all of those things. I bet if you chuck a stone out your window, or even open the window first, and then chuck a stone, then you'll find somebody within that stone throwing distance that is unhappy, depressed, a thief, getting influenced by the wrong people, in the wrong relationship, about to break up for an unknown reason. All of these things. So therefore, there's no reason. The brain hasn't been designed for you or me or any of us to be making these silly, stupid scenarios a reality in our lives. And yet it happens everywhere. In every religion, in every country, in every land, in every workplace. And us human beings do it generation to generation. Why are we doing it? Because there's so many people that are limiting what they can do. So if a monkey or a primate can do the simple things and be happy with them, why can't we do that too? And here's another thing. We can educate ourselves. We have this cognitive ability to be able to perceive things at a richer way than monkeys and primates can do. So we have evolved to be able to walk, to be able to run, to be able to compete, to be able to understand the difference between winning and losing. We can do that in sport, but we can't seem to do that in politics. We can't seem to do that in business at times. We can't seem to do that when it comes to stupid things like money, which are just things. Money buys wants, not our needs. Yes, it can buy our needs, but why do we spend billions on wants then? We need to simplify, like the primate. Figure out exactly what makes you happy. What makes you happy won't fully make me happy, but most of what will make you content, allowing you to choose a road to your pure happiness, is already there for you. The needs in life. You're complicating, as am I, as all of us, our lives by doing things that our brain is not wanting. It's just not anatomically designed. This study is telling us it's not there. So our cognitive processing, the collective wondering of consciousness of why we're here, all of these questions are just things we're putting on our own plates. We don't need all of this. And in fact, if we establish our needs, we'll know our wants. Because our wants can't be that complicated. If we look at our monkeys, there's only 4 or 5 different areas. They're looking for shelter. Fair enough, you need somewhere to have shelter. They're looking for the ability to love somebody, to be around friends. Fair enough, we want that. Cool. Then seek out the right person. If they want, which they do, food, well, we need needful food, good nutritious food, not junk food. They have no look for greed. They do not stand in a zoo, or jump up and down a zoo, in fact, from a standing position, when they see a rich person coming or a poor person coming. One does not bother them over the other. So why does it dictate our lives? Simplify. Then when you realize what you have, you can then go get something that can make you happier. But it won't make you better. So these are the things that we need to learn for ourselves, for our lives. This is pure education. This study is telling us that it's the way we should be living. So then why limit ourselves? There is no reason. Limiting ourselves is just giving us anxieties. It is giving us depressions. It is leaving us with the wrong people in our lives. The wrong people are leading us astray in the wrong way. We are making decisions around those people. We are being dictated by monies we either don't have, and even if we got it, we wouldn't do the right thing with it, judging by our credit history, or we're being consumed by stuff online that just doesn't help us. This is just a video. I can't dictate your life. You can only do that. Make the right choices, use what you have, a very simple anatomical brain, according to the primate out there, the monkey, who, by the way, is happy. So why not be that way too? Make your own happiness and figure it out. Use the knowledge what you have to make yourselves, well, happier and more content over the long term. Hit that button, subscribe, and, well, very simple anatomical brain full